Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Holistic Witch's Cottage. My name is Melissa, and I am the Holistic Witch, and I am recording outside, so we'll see how this goes. Sometimes I'm not sure that my friends and followers realize how windy and crazy it is up on top of this mountain. And actually today, my internet signal is better outside than inside. So we're going to try it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. And Momo just came out to join me. So hello, Momo the Wonder Dog. So today's topic is mostly going to be about Beltane and Blossoms and surviving the witchy and pagan world when you have to function mostly as an independent solitaire or you are somewhere in the broom closet, if that makes sense. So, I have this cool little graph that shows me where my sound quality is, and it looks like it is perfect today. But then I have people come back and say, hey, the sound wasn't so good this time. That's on the other end, my friends. There may be some background sound coming from the wind and the chimes, but I pay for a podcasting service, and I pay to have filtering and all that cool stuff. So if you're getting bad sound quality, maybe contact Podbean and put out a little complaint, because I'm doing everything I can on my end. So let's continue with that. So Beltane. In the Northern Hemisphere, we celebrated Beltane on May 1st. Now, where I live in central Pennsylvania, here comes a really big wind. The birds are swooping in. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just did a flyby through my porch. So cool. Okay. Where I live in central Pennsylvania, the witchy events have not caught on like they have in other parts of the state. Like, I live about an hour from what you would call like the dead center on the map of Pennsylvania. Live about an hour to the west of that. So there are a lot of events in the northeastern part, the southeastern part, which would be like Philadelphia. Northeastern part has a booming pagan community up there. Southwestern part, Pittsburgh, booming as well. And northwestern part would be more like Erie. They have stuff, but maybe not as much as some of the others. Then there's here in the center of the state, and it's taken a while to catch up and get events here. I have to assist Momo, so I'll be walking. Okay. So we have attended our first event, I guess it was 2 years ago. It was just a little vendor event in our county, which was almost unheard of. And it was just like a little witchy vendor event, and it was cool, and we liked the vibe. Then we attended it again last year, and somebody else was in charge, and we didn't really like the vibe. It didn't feel any different than any other vendor fair you go to any other community that has, what you expect to see. Avon, 31 Pampered Chef, the staples of events like that. Well, we traveled into a different location about an hour south of us. In the Blair County, Altoona area, they've been starting, there's been more. I mean, not a lot, but there's been more. And there was a Beltane celebration at a little park that we were unfamiliar with. It was basically like a little municipal park, baseball field kind of thing. And we decided to give it a try because it's relatively close. And it was free, which is always a perk. So it was our first official Beltane event that we've ever attended. Now, we've been doing the solitary functioning as a family unit for a long time, doing our own thing. But it was really cool to go out amongst community. I've been to a couple other things, and, I never really got the vibe, never really got the witchy or pagan vibe. There it was vendors, they were selling things, But this time, I had some really nice conversations. I wish I had names and business cards, because I'd give them a free little boost here on the podcast. But one girl, she had a crochet booth, and we were discussing her. So if she is a listener, she should remember the conversation. We were discussing something she crocheted, because I touched it to look at the price tag, and she asked me what I thought it was, and I thought it was Bigfoot, and then her friend who was with her thought it was a sloth. And we had a lovely conversation about crochet, which kind of went to the witchy side, a little political, discussing why she and I don't shop in Hobby Lobby. And it was just really cool for me to be out among like-minded in the community. So that was cool. So there were a lot of vendors there, and most of the stuff was witchy or pagan. There were only a few things that were more mainstream, and then a few food vendors too. My hubby works with a guy. Oh, I'm being drive by the crows again. Boy, they're aggressive today. Hello, my friends. I love to come out and record outside from time to time, because it kind of gives those who listen an idea of like what it's like here when they sit on the porch. The wind is wild right now, and my wind chimes are doing their thing. But the birds will just fly right through the porch. Sometimes they land on my chair. Occasionally they land on me. Things are just wild out here at the cottage sometimes. We are definitely living the witchy cottage life out here. So my hubby works with this guy. They're starting a side business, a coffee brew business, which I would kind of like to do myself. And they were doing another event in the morning, and then they were supposed to show up at this Beltane event in the afternoon. We waited, and if they came, we missed them. But, a lot of food vendors, a lot of craft vendors. There was a maypole. There were some musicians. There were some performers. So it was just really cool. I loved the location, even though it was just kind of a little municipal park. There is a stream that runs through the middle of it. So there were footbridges to travel across the stream. So they have vendors on one side, and then you could cross across the stream, and then there were vendors on the other side as well. And it was awesome. It was great to be amongst community. There was another vendor. She was handing out free spells, and it was just a meme, guys. We've all seen it a million times on Facebook. So, it was cool, and it was fun, and it was really neat for me to be amongst community, because my witchy community is and has been online for years. That's why I do what I do, to reach out to other people who are isolated. If you live in an area where there's an abundance of witchy, pagan, nature-based events, that's awesome, and I'm so happy for you. But if you are there is a hearse driving through the alley in my backyard. What the hell? Like, it's a hearse. It's like just owned by a guy. I've seen him drive around town. It's not like, it doesn't belong to a funeral parlor anymore, or whatever they call those places now. Just this dude that owns this beat up hearse, and he just drove through my backyard. That's weird. Okay. I wonder what the significance to that is, if some drunken dude drives a hearse through your backyard. I don't know. Okay. So if you are in a place that is isolated from community, my county is extremely red. It is extremely mega, however they want to pronounce it. Sometimes it can be hard and isolating to feel like you're alone. So it was really neat to be out amongst other people. The weather was cold. I expected snow. I wore my winter coat. Had a really cute outfit picked out. There were brave people. There were people that wore cute little outfits, and you know what you see at like Fairy Fest kind of things, the little skimpy things with wings. We saw some of that, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're braver than me, because it was so cold. I was in a winter coat and leggings and jeans over leggings and a big old sweater. I guess it was a big old hoodie over a kind of cool t-shirt. But, yeah, so my... my applause for those who dressed up, especially the girls that were dressed up like mushrooms. The mushroom costumes were awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. That made my day. It was awesome. So what do you do when you're in an isolated part of the world and you don't have like-minded people to connect with? Well, I know a lot of us... Can you hear the crows? I have more crow friends than I have human friends. Are y'all being jealous because I'm talking about being isolated? Are you being jealous? Well, come on over and hang out. You guys can be on the podcast too. I have more crow friends, bunny friends, bird friends. That's my vibe. They just hang out. They like me, I guess. Or they want fed, one or the other. Well, one way I deal with isolation from community is my animal friends. I do truly have more connections in the animal realm, in the fae realm, in the spirit realm than probably the human realm. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus, or people say, oh, that's so sad, Miss Melissa. What? I don't know. It's just true. I dig crows, man. I dig crows. Okay, drive by, fly by. 5 more just came through. I don't know what it is about 5s today. They're just flying through in 5s. So I have like an L-shaped back porch. We have like gates and wrought iron gates around it to protect Momo from everything, because he's 10 pounds of tiny. And then it's connected to a patio. So it's like a big L shape. So the crows are coming in, like, I don't know if they're registering on my Ring camera, because they're going right under it. They're flying over top of me. They're going out through the other side and going out over the patio. So that's the 4th group that's done that. You guys are wild today. So I deal with isolation by connecting with the trees and the plants and the blossoms and the blooms and my wonderful, wonderful bird and animal friends. But it can get lonely, and there are times when it's nice to connect with real humans out in the witchy world, and I was so happy to have that opportunity this weekend because it doesn't pop up very much. The other thing is like that division in the pagan and the witchy worlds, because there can be cliques and some weirdness with that. There are people from the other part of the state that do not like people from my part of the state. It's happened online too when they find out where I'm from. Like, they just ghost me because there's like this weird hierarchy or a clique about different areas that think they're better than what we call the wilds here, the PA wilds. I would not trade my wilds for your city life. I'm here with my crows. It doesn't get better than that. But it is fun sometimes to connect with other people. Now, I am also a fiber artist. I've thought about going out and do the vending thing again. But my schedule is so busy right now, I don't know how I would even have time to schedule something like that. And then I'd have to travel long distances to vend among community. So, but that may happen in the future. It may. I have a few followers. Margaret sent me a beautiful picture of some of the dragon necklaces that she makes, and you know, there's others. Coral sends earrings and charms sometimes. I have followers that show me their beautiful wares, and community is good. So Blossoms and Blooms. So I have taken on a project. We had some wooden flower planters that were mishandled down at the community library, and they came apart. They were destroyed throughout the winter. So I think hubby and I are going to restore those and fill them with blossoms and blooms and donate them back to the community. So I guess that is my goal. That is my challenge for this week, to start. It's a little early to buy flowers. Honestly, we could have frost right up to June. But to start looking to see what I want to put in those and how I want to fix those. That was very loud. So that was just a big truck that went by. The hearse hasn't come back. I guess that's a positive. And the wind has slowed down a bit. So I'm curious how sound quality is going to be. So I would love to hear from some of you and hear like how you deal with isolation. I love books. I'm sort of trying to find home and community within the library again. It's hit and miss, but I'm trying. I find community among the gardens and riding my moonie out on the trail. So I'm going to put a reel up. I got some beautiful shots of blue jays yesterday, some really cool video of blue jays. I was riding my bike, and you know, like when you're driving, and this is a big deal in Pennsylvania, that deer will suddenly run out in front of your car. Well, I was riding and I had a herd of deer suddenly jump out in front of Mooney. So I think I startled them as much as they startled me. I didn't get a chance to get video of them, but because by the time I got parked and pulled over, they were kind of scattering. But I guess I find my community in the wilds. I don't know how much that will change. We were going to a coffee shop that we loved the vibe, and it was cool, and it closed. So we found another one. We kind of like its vibe too. It's not quite as mystical as the other one, but we like the vibe there too. So we hope that one stays open. That's called Coco's Coffee House, named after a big brown dog named Coco. And there's some other events coming. We're looking at traveling to a Bigfoot festival in June. But you know, it's like hit and miss whether or not it'll be community or it'll just be like commercial. Because we found both. So I am curious what y'all do when you're independent, when you're solitary, or you are in the broom closet, and how you connect with others. I know some connect on social media because that's how I've met most of you. But how are some other ways that you connect with your own powers and connect with others and connect with community in the witchy world? I don't have any cool recipes to share. I didn't really make anything. We did go out and eat afterwards, and And it was just Denny's, so it wasn't even like witchy cool, but it was yummy and good. After that, we went book shopping at the Ollie's discount store because that's become one of my favorite bookshops in my part of the world. And I'm just watching the birds. I'm like transfixed. Flyby number 6, I think. I don't know what you guys are doing today. You are so agitated. Why don't you come and land on me so I can get pictures for social media? That would be cool. Come on. Come on, my bird friends. You can do it. All right. Well, I'm rambling. That's 20 minutes in. I hope that you had a chance to celebrate Beltane in the north, Samhain in the south. Whether with community or on your own, I hope you had a chance to celebrate and connect with your energy. I paused there for the wind. Okay. If you made cool food, if you did cool things, let me know. Let me know on Facebook. I'm on Instagram now. I don't know how the hell to use it, but I'm on Instagram again as the Holistic Witch. And I haven't figured out how to use that thing, but someday I guess I will. I will get prolific at it someday. So wherever you are, I wish you well. I don't have any big plans coming up, just a lot of work around here. You know, it's that time of the year. It's time to till the garden. We are talking about getting bunnies again. That could be in the future. And already this year I've cut the grass 4 times, which usually I don't have to wait until mid-May. And I've already done it 4 times this year. And I am recording on May 5th. So wherever you are, blessings on your journey. I hope you are well. I hope you can find community if you want it, and if you don't want it, find strength in your own power and connect with your own spirit. This is Melissa from the cottage. Somebody told me I should end with like and follow. You know that. Like and follow if you want. If not, whatever. It's all good. Just enjoy your life. Blessings on your journey. Bye-bye.